is a privilege and joy to welcome you all to this incredible concert today. Thank you so much for being here. This is a church first and foremost, but it's also a place where people gather to find some solace, some sanctuary, some hope, some healing. And so we are so grateful that you are here tonight to hear some music, because all of those things go together in my book, maybe in yours. And I want to introduce the clergy of this place, because we do a good job trying to make people feel welcomed and walking with people no matter what they're going through in their lives. And we try to share our experience, strength, and hope and faith in things that are greater than ourselves. And so the four clergy that we have here is Pastor Manisha Dostert, who is the Senior Associate Rector. We have Pastor Joyce Matthews, who is our Priest Emerita. In the back is Father Chris, who is our Associate Rector as well. And my name is Bill Danaher, and I'm the Rector. This is the fourth year that we've done a concert like this. The vision behind this concert was to be part of a larger project of engagement called the Cranbrook Project, and it was meant to close the distance between the suburbs and the city of Metro Detroit. And all of our programs try to bring together people and close both racial distance and social distance and economic distance, and in many times physical distance. And so you, by being here today, are here to make a connection with us and to try to build some bridges and build a network and to show ourselves together and united in a powerful way. And this theme that we chose for this year's concert is Joy is a Birthright. There are so many things that affect us in our lives, even during the holidays. It's a time of oppression, a time of depression, a time of bad news, a time of difficult times, a time of loneliness. And so one of the things that we wanted to do with this concert this year is communicate to you how profound joy as a birthright is to you. Because the birthright to joy that you have has been given to you by God. There is no power in this world that can take it away. And that joy is yours forever. And it's my hope that this concert be one more reminder in your life that that joy is real. So no matter what you're facing this holiday season, if you're missing a loved one, if you're going through a difficult time, if you receive some difficult news, if you've experienced some kind of drawback or something going on in your life that is worrying you or troubling you or giving you anxiety, it is my hope that you claim that birthright to joy tonight. I also want to say a couple of things about what we're going to be doing in the rest of the Christmas season. If you look in the back of your program booklet, you'll see the listing of all of our Christmas services. You are welcome to all of them. We also have coming up, though, that might be pertinent to your interests, is we have on the 22nd of December, that's Sunday at 5 p.m., a special service called Light in Darkness. And that's meant to give you a sense of healing and hope during the holidays. So if you know anyone from any faith or whatever they're facing that is going through a difficult time, please bring them to that service. That service is meant to be as open as possible and as uplifting as possible and as gentle as possible. And time again, we've seen people experience some profound solace and some profound healing in the midst of that service. So that's the 22nd of December. And then on Christmas Eve at 1 p.m., we have the great joy of having the Rodney Whitaker Ensemble come back and play a special Christmas season Eucharist at 1 p.m. So please come back for that. It's pretty wonderful and amazing. If you like tonight, you'll love Christmas Eve. And then you'll see that we have this program called Prophets, Poets, and Preachers, and these are special evening opportunities for us to give thanks to God and to have a even more formal music and some wonderful preachers and a kind of varied musical performance. So you'll see those listed in the bulletin that you've got before you, and one of them is on March 1st, we're going to be having this group known as the Detroit Youth Choir. You might have heard of them, and they're going to come and perform at 4:30. And then finally, I want to say to you that this incredible concert series began because of the generosity of the Fred and Barbara Erb Family Foundation, which does catalytic grants throughout the city. And I am so pleased and honored that John and Debbie and Elizabeth Erb are here tonight to be with us at this concert. And so we thank you for that incredible gift. But because the Erbs have given freely to us, what we want to do at this concert, because we haven't charged you a dime to get in here, we would like to have a free will offering for Hope Hospitality Warming Center in Pontiac. In 2020, our church made Pontiac one of the centers that we're going to really focus on, in addition to the 14 different organizations that we support in Detroit. And Hope Hospitality Warming Center is the only warming center in Oakland County where someone can go in and get warm and not have to show ID, and not have to pass a sobriety test, and not have to go through any background check at all. And we thought so highly of that vision and that ministry, and we thought it went with the grain of the message of Christmas, in which the Holy Family was welcomed by an innkeeper who, though he had no room, made room somehow for them, and thereby entertained Christ. So midway through this concert, we're going to have an old-fashioned free will offering, and it's your opportunity to give a little bit of money to that. And we would like to have you give as generously as you feel called to do. And so that way, the generosity that has been started by the Erb Family Foundation in putting on this free concert for us will go on and repeat itself in the world around us. And that's one of the ways we draw that connection between the cities and the suburbs, and we kind of build a relationship together in this area. Finally, I want to say, if you want more of our programming and music, if you want to know more about us, we have a little card you can fill out. Just put down your name and your email and your phone number, and we will be in touch, because we have exciting things coming on, as you can see. And before I get off the stage, I want to express my profound thanks to Rodney Whitaker for taking a chance on this concert series 4 years ago. Rodney is a wonderful friend, and I am so proud to know him, an incredible performer. Thank you for bringing back your ensemble. It is an honor to be with you. And part of the reason why we have claimed Joy as a Birthright this year is we decided that the best performers of jazz that we could bring in are right here from Detroit. There's this old saying that there's a 50-mile rule. If you bring someone 50 miles, they suddenly become an expert. But I have come to see and believe that the greatest resources in this city are within this city. So without further ado, I want to thank Raquel Whitaker Fortin, Kimmy Horn, Shahida Nurullah, Naima Shamboujet, and Ramona Collins for being such wonderful songstresses of joy to us this evening. And without further ado, I'll get off the stage and we'll let it all begin. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. How about a round of applause for Pastor David? You know, I'm a father of 7 children, and in my house, when you stop believing in Santa Claus, he stops coming. keeping your hands together for Lanai Glenn McKinney on baritone sax. Chris Glassman on the trombone. Tim Blackman on trumpet. Michael Reed on the drums. Corey Kendrick on piano. But let me see if I can get this right. You're from Davenport, Iowa. Let's see, Toledo, Ohio, Miami, Florida, Littleton, Colorado, and small town Chicago, Illinois. So, and I'm from Detroit. So this is, we have the pleasure of having some of the best singers in the world with us tonight, and we get to back them up. It's so much fun. We've had a great time rehearsing. I'd like you all to put a round of applause for our arranger, Mr. Duncan McMillan. Where are you, Duncan? Stand up, Duncan. Give him some love, Duncan McMillan. How about welcoming our first vocalist to the stage? I've known her for, I can't say how many years. She's at that point where she doesn't want people to know how old she is. And when she was just 2 years old, she told me, Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a blues singer. And I started crying. That was good tears, though. How about a round of applause for Raquel Forte?
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, travel near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together. If the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough. So have yourself a merry little Christmas
Say hi to him.
Sorry about that, I'm shy. Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy holidays. That was Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And the next two we're going to do is We Three Kings, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. A round of applause for the band. And our featured soloist, Michael Reed on drums. I hope you enjoy. This is the last part of my song, and then you get to listen to some of the women that I grew up listening to and learn, and I'm still learning from them. I won't say learned from. And our last tune is Little Drummer Boy. Little Drummer Boy. Come, they told me, pa-ra-pa-bum-bum, a newborn king to see, pa-ra-pa-bum-bum, our finest gifts we bring, pa-ra-pa-bum-bum, to lay before the king, pa-da-ba-bum-bum, ba-ba-dum-bum, rum-ba-dum-bum. So to honor him, pa-da-ba-bum-bum, when we come. Rodney Whitaker. Little baby, ba-da-ba-bum-bum, I am a poor boy too, ba-da-ba-bum-bum. I have no gift to bring, ba-da-ba-bum-bum, that's fit to give a king, ba-da-ba-bum-bum, ba-ba-dum-bum, ba-ba-dum-bum. Shall I play for you, ba-da-ba-bum-bum, on my drum? Thank you.
One more time for Raquel Fortin. And how about keeping your hands together for the great Kimmy Horn?
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is truly, truly an honor to be here, and it is truly my favorite time of year. One of my favorite things. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels and doorbells and sleigh bells and sewing noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses and blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that turn into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling so sad, simply remember my favorite things. Then I don't feel so bad. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling so sad, I simply remember my favorite things. Then I don't feel, oh no, I don't feel it. I don't feel, I don't feel so bad, 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 bad. Oh no, 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 no. My favorite things, oh, the lights on the trees, my favorite things, my favorite things, my favorite things. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so good to see so many familiar faces and a lot of new faces for me as well. And before we even get to this next song, won't you please give it up for these amazing, amazing musicians? I know my mom is in the house tonight, so I just want to send this out to you. Mom, where are you? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? When you kiss your little baby will soon deliver you. Did you know that your baby boy would give sight to a blind man? And Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm a storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, or you kiss the face of God. We'll see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again, the lame will leap, the dumb will speak the praises of the Lamb. Yes. Mr. Rodney Whitaker. Did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? You know this sleeping child you're holding is the great I Thank you. Thank you so much. The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world and sin and error pining till he appeared and the soul felt his worth. this morn. On your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine.
Another round of applause for Kenny Hall. Our next vocalist, I got to tell you a story about her. I actually used to, my first apartment, I sublet from her. She has a two-family flat, as we call them in Detroit. And I was her first renter. And I had 2 children. I only had 2 children at that time. So she's kind of a big sister to me. And I won't say how, she was young, because I was very young, and she's a little bit younger than me. But I love her. She's my sister, my friend. How about a round of applause for the great Shahida Nura? tell the story.
Okay. That's all right.
So, so Shahida is a collector of things, She has books. She likes to cook. She's a real Renaissance woman. She has a great understanding of everything, art, literature, culture, architecture. And I looked at her one day while having a good meal with her, and I said, Shahida, you got the old lady vibe. True story, right?
Yes, the old lady vibe. How are you? Merry Christmas. God bless you. It's so nice for you to be here. All right, so Vince Guaraldi wrote this one. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, fun for all that children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletides by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletides by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Christmas time is happiness and cheer through the year. Christmas time is here. Well, I'm certain that John Francis Wade in 1744 would never have imagined this song being done this way. One, two, 1, 2, 3. Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to bed.
Sing all ye angels, sing in exultation. Oh, sing all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, all glory in the highest. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. The velvet fog. You know what this is, right? They didn't call him that for nothing. Just such a beautiful song. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
Shahida Nurullah. One more time for Shahida Nurullah.
Nor Allah. You moved to Detroit and learned these things. I want to take a moment and thank everybody who has already performed. You all have been amazing. Thank you so much. This is so incredibly powerful. So incredibly powerful. You know, having introduced the clergy, I want to say two things, and then we'll introduce our a special representative from the Hope Hospitality Center. Everything that we do in this church is done because we have incredibly dedicated parishioners who are volunteers. And so tonight, we would be impossible without many, many volunteers pulling together and putting on this concert. We also have an incredible staff, and the work that we do in Pontiac and Detroit is led by a dedicated group of volunteers who also catalyze a large group of many people from our parish and the wider community to do some good around us. And I want to thank Blythe Murphy, who is the chair of Mission and Outreach, who has been pivotal in focusing our energies on Pontiac for 2020. Blythe, will you please stand up so we can thank you on behalf of all the volunteers at Christ Church Cranbrook. And now Brian Wright, who is the Director of Development for Hope Hospitality and Warming Center, will give us a bit of a picture of this incredible ministry, and then we'll have a collection. Ushers will come through with a basket, and if you could also put in the little card that you want to know about more about our music and things like that, if you can fill that out and put that in the collection plate too, and we'll figure things out, and we'll give thanks to God for it. So without further ado, here is Brian.
Thank you. It's an honor for us to be here. We thank you for inviting us. It's just a tremendous thing to connect with you here. I want to tell you three basic things about Hope, and then I'm going to tell you a story. So you know we're a homeless shelter, and we've talked about it being a low barrier, and that means that if you don't have an ID, you happen to not be sober, you're still going to get full service. Full service. You'll be sober by the morning anyway, right? I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but if you ever found yourself homeless, it's very possible that you might not choose to experience it in its full glory, right? Enough said. So we have a basic emergency shelter. It's the only low barrier shelter around. In this area, low barrier emergency shelter. We also have a recuperative care center. And if you're being discharged from the hospital, and you know they push you out as fast as they can, and they send you home to recuperate. If you don't have a home to recuperate, you're not really going to recuperate. And there's some stories that go behind this. And if you look at our webpage, hopewarmingpontiac.org, you'll find some things there that will talk about that. The third thing that we really do a lot of is advocacy. And that's really at the heart of what we do. We're really trying to plead the case for those who can't plead for themselves. And we do that even in the services, connecting them with other service providers. We're able to make sure that they're going to get the proper service. We've got hospitality in our name. That shows you something. It's important to us to treat people with respect. I get to give a lot of tours. And I was given a tour not that long ago. And as I'm coming around the building, this lady comes from the pavilion, and she says, "Hey, can I talk to you? You're given a tour, so I think I can tell you something." And I thought to myself, we probably don't want this in front of the tour people, right? This is about to be a big complaint. And she says to me, "I just want to tell you, I've been in a few shelters, and this is the first time that I really feel like people care about me, and they respect me." She says, "I actually can tell by the questions they ask me." And the bottom line is we want people to feel that respect and that care. And I like the fact that she felt that enough to tell me. One of the other things I want to tell you is that more than 250 guests of Hope each year will exit the shelter to a place that they could call home. Now that's an impressive thing, but let me tell you, there's one thing that goes beyond that that's even more impressive. They can keep it as their home. And I emphasize that because the average shelter has a 34% recidivism rate, which means that after they get somebody in their house, they'll lose it. Our recidivism rate is 3.5%. And I think that emphasizes the fact that we are giving them the respect that they deserve. And that's one of the things that I'm most proud of, is we are giving them the hospitality. And we're celebrating that kind of hospitality this time of the year. And I want you to know that we're right there trying to give that hospitality to the people who need it the most. So I hope you'll remember that as you're giving.
Thank you so much. Brian, we appreciate you. So blessed by you. And during the offertory, we're going to have one of my favorite Christmas songs ever being played by the magnificent Rodney Whitaker Ensemble.
I'd like to reintroduce this amazing band. How do y'all like this band? On piano, Mr. Corey Kendrick. Mr. Michael Reed on the drum set. Mr. Tim Blackman on trombone and trumpet and flugelhorn. So I'm bound to forget somebody's name. Help me. Chris Glassman on trombone. And with Glenn McKinney on baritone saxophone. This young lady I've been knowing for a long time. One of my first gigs was with her and the great saxophonist Donna Walden in Detroit. How about a round of applause for the great Naomi Chambers? Naomi, let me quiz you now. I'm going to quiz Naomi. Do you remember the first time I played with you? And where? When and where? What year and where?
He's telling my age, that's what he's doing.
You remember where it was?
Dummy George's?
No, it was with Donna Walden. I'll give you the year, summer of 1986.
Downtown.
That's pretty close.
I remember before that.
The train station.
Oh, that's right. The train station they were getting ready to do something with it. It had been closed for many years, and we went in and did shows in there. And Rodney was with us. But before that, did you remember?
Uh-oh.
You played one of my first shows. I got one of those great big huge grants.
Oh, in Lansing?
In Pontiac.
And Pontiac.
Yeah, we had a lot of money then.
But that actually was 2 years later.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
I remember that.
He's like my nephew, I'll tell you. I've been knowing Rodney since he was, and he's a father now with more kids than I have. So, I love you. Okay. Hello, everybody. Are you having a good time? I see a lot of familiar faces here. Hey, y'all, so glad to see you. Happy to see everybody. very much. Nice words. And I would like to say something about this wonderful band up here tonight. They're wonderful musicians, aren't they? Let's give them a great big hand. So supportive. And I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Duncan McMillan, who did all of our arrangements. That's wonderful. Presents and cards are here. My life is full of cheer with you this Christmas. And when I walk around, your smile lights up the town. It do. This Christmas, fireside flaming bright. We go caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Da 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 da. This next tune is very serious. And it does represent Christmas. And I chose this, I heard it from when I was a little girl. And my aunt used to sing it all the time. And through the years, I've not heard it a lot, but I'd like to share it with you. Sweet little Jesus boy, that made you be born in a manger. didn't know who you were. Didn't know you came to save us, Lord, to take away our sins. Our eyes were blind, but we could not see. We didn't know who you were. Long time ago, you were born in a manger. A manger low. Sweet little Jesus boy. They treat you mean, treat me mean too. But the world needs to. Oh, that's the way it is down here. They didn't know who you were. You done told us how, and we are trying. Lord, you done showed us how, even when you're dying. Don't know why we can't do right. We treat you so mean, but please, sir, forgive us, Lord. We didn't know it was you. Sweet little Jesus boy, born long ago. Sweet little holy child. We didn't know who you
How about another round of applause for Naima? Now let me ask you, have you all got your money's worth tonight? Now, and again, I met most of these young ladies when I was a mere lad on the east side of Detroit, and I was trying to learn how to play jazz. And this young lady is no exception, and we actually used to play in the wedding band together. And I always tell people I've never played a wedding in my life. How about a round of applause for Ramona Collins?
so much for coming out to see us, to hear us, and to be blessed by the talents of these wonderful, wonderful musicians. Please give it up. I'm going to sing my songs very quickly because I have on heels and I don't wear heels anymore. This is one of my, oh, I will. We hope you, have you enjoyed the music so far this evening? Thank you. Thank you for being here, and Rodney sounds better than he did when we were in the wedding band together. Sounds very good now. All right. And as you can tell from these young musicians, jazz, the future of jazz is in wonderful, wonderful hands.
Falling in love with Jesus. Falling in love with Jesus. Falling in love with Jesus. It's the best thing I've ever done. In his arms, I feel protected. In his arms, never disconnected. In his arms, I feel protected, and there's no place I'd rather be. Falling in love with Jesus. Falling in love with Jesus. Falling in love with Jesus. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the best thing I've ever done. Falling in love with Jesus, yeah. Falling in love with Jesus. Falling in love with Jesus. That's the best thing I've ever done, yeah. It's the best thing, yeah. It's the best thing, yeah, yeah. It's the best thing I've ever done. I've ever done. With Jesus, Jesus, best thing I've ever done.
Thank you. Could somebody bring me my flats, please? How many people here have had knee surgery before? 2 people. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't have my glasses on. They still 2 people. I had knee surgery in January, and I'm still getting used to walking and standing. I'm hanging. I'm cool. Okay. This is one of my favorite songs. I know on New Year's Eve people do a lot of different things. They go to church and get ready for the coming year. And they reminisce about the blessings they've had for the outgoing year. And I think that's a beautiful thing. But some people go to the club. And you know who you are. Y'all go to the club. And some of us go to the club because we're working in the club on New Year's Eve. Well, this is one of my favorite songs. And for those of you who heard it before, we hope you enjoy this. You see what power I have? I stopped that song. And I was like, what was that count? Yeah. Maybe it's much too early in the game, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's Eve? Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock that night, welcoming in the New Year, New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 100 invitations you received. When it's exactly 12 o'clock that night, welcoming in the new year, the New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 100 invitations you received. One uncle's arms will hold you good and tight when it's 12 o'clock that night, welcoming in the new year, New Year's Eve, New Year, the New Year. New Year, New Year, New Year. Ha! What are you doing? What y'all doing on New Year? Happy New Year. Oh, New Year. My power. We thank you. Now, I'm actually from Toledo, Ohio. I grew up in Lansing, Michigan. No applause for Lansing, really? Anyway, I was born in Toledo and I moved to Lansing when I was 2, went to school there, then I moved back to Toledo in 1969 because I wanted to see what it was like to live there. And now I'm stuck. I gotta stay there. And I'm in Detroit a lot, so a lot of people think I do live in Detroit. Okay. They love Detroit too as much as they love Lansing, can't you tell? It's okay. Anyway, we've had our first big snowfall, but we haven't had any snow since, and that was last month. So I don't know, but Christmas isn't Christmas without a little bit of snow. Just a little bit. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm dreaming about. Can you guess? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, I'm dreaming of the white Christmas, with every Christmas card of rhyme. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be. I'm dreaming of the white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases, may all your Hanukkah, may all your Kwanzas be white, be white, be white. Thank you.
One more time for Ramona Collins. So, this has been, for us, an amazing experience. Has this been an amazing experience for you all? Pastor, would you like to come up and say a few words?
I just want to thank again this incredible band, and this has been such a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for being here. There's one more number we have to do, and then we hope that you make it home safely, and keep in mind that wherever you are this holiday season, that we're here for you. And if there's anything this church can do for you during this holiday season, don't be afraid to reach out. We're blessed by you. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, no matter what you believe, you have blessed us by being here tonight. And please spread the love and joy and peace that we have lifted up tonight and shared with each other. Thank you.
The last song we'd like to close the show with is actually not a Christmas song, but is a song that's associated with Christmas, like many of them. This one is called Winter Wonderland, and this was my favorite Christmas song as a child. 1, 2, 3. Raquel Fortune. Shahida Lurla. Ramona Collins, Naima Chandra, Kimmy Horn.